Welcome back to the Dry Fire Journal. This is day 120, and today we're going to talk about mental processing as we dry fire. I believe this is super important, and I hope you'll stick around till the end and work this out with me. Hey, REDHAWK family, it's before sunrise, and it's a Saturday as I'm filming this, and I'm getting ready to teach our handgun experience class out here on the range in Linden, which you really can't see behind me. And I'm currently being illuminated by my tactical light. So I'm doing what it takes in order for me to do the work I need to do today before I teach a class for 8 hours and then drive 4.5 hours back to my house. I've got to put first things first, and that means I've got to dry fire. I do not have a barrel block in because I'm at the range, but I do have nothing in the firearm, and I am clear. What I need to work on today is based on yesterday and what I discovered in Find Out Friday, which was Dry Fire Journal number 119, if you want to review that. I took 50 yards, or I went to 50 yards. I fired 8 shots from the holster. My draw was like weirdly slow. And I didn't like it. And so today I need to work on that. And here's what I need to do first. First, I have to think, what did I do well and how can I build on that? Here's what I did well after I really thought about yesterday's performance. When I drew my firearm, I drew it exactly where I wanted to draw it. And I saw my dot, but that C-zone steel plate was 50 yards away. So I put my dot out there on the target and over-confirmed it. The other thing that I need to work on is simply fast motion response to the beep. I'm not going to be running a beep right now, but I do want to work on those two things. And it's based on what I did well. And I need to harness that yesterday I did this well so that today I can work on those things and build on those things. What I did well yesterday in regards to the beep is when I heard the beep, I moved. That's awesome. I did not move as fast as I wanted to. So today, my work is I'm going to turn this way so you can see my hand once it's out. Sorry for the poor lighting, but it's the time of day, and it's the only time I got to do it today. You won't see me very well coming out of the holster, but you will see presentation. So what I need to work on today is first tell myself I responded to the beep well. I just need to move faster. So I don't need a beep to work on this. I just need to move faster to get on my gun. So I'm going to give myself some reps just to get on my gun. And I can do this while I'm talking to you. It's all about just fast motion and getting on my gun. Now I know what that feels like. The next step is to, I didn't do it well. The next step is to bounce out of the holster. So I only need to focus on my shooting hand in order to bounce. I know that I have that. Once I get my hand on the gun, I know that I bounce pretty well. But then, here's what I really need to build on yesterday. I saw my dot, but I over-confirmed. So now, what I have to do with my clear firearm is bounce out of the holster, and when I see my dot, trust it. To trust what I see. And when I see my dot, to press the trigger. So it would look like this. I didn't need to over-confirm. I just need to put in some reps over and over again to see my dot and press my trigger. I leaned down a little bit on that one, I think. I didn't see that the way I wanted it to, but I pressed the trigger anyway. That's a good learning. Nope, I did not get a good grip on the gun. On that one, I pressed the trigger and the gun dropped. Didn't like that very much. One more. Now, I've worked on seeing my dot and pressing my trigger. Now, if I want to build on that, I need to coast a little bit so I see my dot and what it's resting on. Here's what it looks like. That's a little bit slower, just a little bit slower, but way more accurate. I like that. See my grip? I'm well below where I want it to be. Let's try this one more time. I didn't bounce at all. One more time. I need to bounce, coast, and then see and shoot almost simultaneously. I didn't like that one because it kind of drove straight up at the end. Let's do one more run. Yes. Okay. I'm going to put in another, I don't know, I've got about 15, 20 minutes that I can do before the instruction team shows up and we start getting the range ready. So my work for the next 15, 20 minutes is simply going to be coasting so that I can see my dot and what it is that I am going to be shooting. I feel like you guys got to just watch me do my work today. I didn't really have a ton of instruction for you, but I hope you saw a mental process of thinking, what did I do well? How can I build on it? And then watching me work that out so that it's not just an idea, but you have a path forward that you can try. It may not be your method. I know that my stuff isn't for everybody, but if you start with what you did well and build on that, I believe your skill acquisition happens faster because you're telling yourself a better story in the process. So, whatever it is you're going to work on today, I challenge you, find what you're doing well and build on that. Have a good day, get to work, and I'll see you tomorrow.